History's strange, it's alien, and it won't give us what we would like to have.
On January 3rd, 1945, the news reached Dallas, Texas. USS Harder, under the command of Texan Sam Dealey, had been lost. For 80 years, USS Harder existed in a strange state between memory and mystery. She was known as one of the most aggressive American submarines of the Pacific War, yet her final resting place remained unknown. In May 2024, that changed. The Lost 52 project located Harder off Luzon in the Philippines, resting upright on her keel more than 3,000 feet below the surface. The wreck was remarkably intact, showing damage consistent with a fatal depth charge attack. After decades of silence, the story had a location again. USS Harder was no ordinary submarine. Under her sole commanding officer, Commander Samuel David Dealey, she earned a fearsome reputation as a destroyer killer. Her fifth war patrol was described by the Navy as the most brilliant submarine patrol of the war. Vice Admiral Charles Lockwood, who commanded the Pacific Submarine Force, stated flatly that Dealey's record would never be equaled. That was not exaggeration. It was professional judgment. Sam Dealey was born in Dallas, Texas in 1906. His path was not smooth. He failed out of the Naval Academy, fought his way back in, and graduated in 1930. Classmates remembered him for a steady temperament and an unfailing sense of humor under pressure. By the time he took command of Harder in December 1942, he had served on battleships, destroyers, and submarines. Harder would be his only command. Harder's early patrols were punishing. She was mistakenly attacked by an American patrol plane during shakedown. Her engines were unreliable. Her torpedoes were defective. On her first patrol, a premature explosion triggered a violent counterattack that jammed the boat into the seabed. Dealey brought her out anyway. After a refit replaced her engines, Harder finally became the weapon she was meant to be. In June 1944, Dealey took Harder into the heart of Japanese fleet waters near Tawi-Tawi. Over 4 days, he sank 3 destroyers and attacked a 4th. Instead of evading charging warships, Dealey turned toward them, firing directly at their bows. These down-the-throat attacks shattered Japanese assumptions about submarine behavior and forced their fleet to sortie early. That decision helped shape the Battle of the Philippine Sea. For these actions, Dealey received the Medal of Honor and multiple Navy crosses. The citation described a commander who closed with the enemy under bright moonlight and struck at point-blank range. It was a recognition of courage, but also of judgment. Dealey knew when aggression served the mission and when it did not. After the 5th patrol, Dealey was exhausted. Rear Admiral Ralph Christie urged him to relinquish command. Dealey refused. 1/3 of the crew were new replacements, and he felt responsible for breaking them in himself. In his final letter home, he wrote that while his thoughts were of family, he was glad to be out there helping to do a job. On August 24, 1944, Harder and USS Hake lay off Dassel Bay, Luzon. 2 Japanese ships emerged. Hake sighted Harder's periscope. An escort vessel charged. Hake dove deep. At 7:28 a.m., her crew heard 15 close-range depth charges. Harder was never heard from again. Dealey ranks among the most decorated naval officers of the war. Post-war analysis confirmed 4 destroyers and 2 frigates sunk. Numbers aside, no other American commander hunted destroyers with such consistency. Vice Admiral Lockwood said Sam Dealey would go down in history as the greatest officer in his line. Today, USS Harder rests as a protected war grave. Her crew is no longer missing. They are accounted for. Harder was lost in the course of victory, and victory has a price, as does freedom. But after 80 years, the story is no longer unfinished.
Check out more stories from history at davedoeshistory.org.